Hello, friends, and welcome back to our second lesson of Phonics for Group 2. Before we get started, I just want us to start out with a little review. So we're going to start with our look and say words. So we're going to start with this very first one. What word is this? Good. Let's spell it. G-O-O-D. Good. What word? Good. Next word. What word? Into. Let's spell it. I-N-T-O, into. What word? Into. Awesome. Last word. What word? Your. Let's spell it. Y-O-U-R, your. What word? Your. Awesome. So let's just do a quick review of this look and say words again. What word? Good. Into. Your. Awesome, awesome job. So now we're going to go into our letter sound for the week, which is, I see a W, and I know that W says W. Everyone say W. W for W. W for W. I also see this picture of this really awesome watch. What is the sound that we hear at the beginning of watch? W. W for watch. Say it with me. W for watch. Awesome, awesome job. So one of the sounds that Miss Fritz went over last week was K. CK says K. Say it with me. CK says K. K. For clock. K. For clock. Awesome, awesome job, guys. Alrighty, so now it is time for us to hop into our routines. But before we hop into our routines, I want to talk about something we talked about last week, which was what is a blend? A blend is two sounds that comes together quickly to make one sound. So let's go over our blends. The first blend we're going to go over has the sounds S and T, S and T, St. Says, say it quickly. St. ST says st. Awesome, awesome job. Our next blend that we're going to go over has the sounds and D. D. D says and. And D says and. Awesome. Let's go over our blends one more time. What sound does ST make? St. Awesome. What sound does ND make? And. Perfect, perfect job. Everyone kiss your beautiful brains. Alrighty, so it is time for say it slowly. I will say a word, then you will say each sound you hear in the word. So I'm going to say it slowly, and then you're going to say the sounds. So let's start out with the word. I like to hold my snake out, and I want you to hold your snake out with me. Wind. Wind. What sounds do we hear? W, I, N. I just heard a blend. Which blend did we hear? We heard N-D. N-D. Awesome, awesome job, guys. Our next word is west. What sounds do you hear in west? I heard a blend. West. West. Awesome, awesome job, guys. Alrighty, so it is now time for our sound and spell routine. So we're going to go over the sounds that we'll be working with today for our sound and spell routine. And so what we do with our sound and spell routine is that we use the sounds that we already know to spell a word. So our first sound we have is D, E, I, S, T, and W. Awesome. So the first word that we're going to be sounding and spelling is west. So the first thing we need to do is we need to say that word slowly. Snakes out, let's say it slowly. West. What is the first sound you hear in west? W. You are correct. W. Which one of our letters says W? Which letter? W. Wet. Which one of our letters says E? West. That sounds like one of our blends. So what letters do we have that spins quickly together to make one sound, which is S-T? Awesome job. So now that we have spelled out our word, we want to go back and make sure that our word is spelled correctly. So we're going to sound it out. W-E-S-T, west. Awesome, awesome job, guys. Our next word that we're going to sound and spell is wind. So we're going to say it slowly, wind. And now we're going to say the sounds that we hear in the word. What sounds do you hear in the word wind? Awesome. You are so correct. Wind. Wind. I need you to grab a pencil and a piece of paper so you can now spell this word out yourself. So you can pause the video if you need to grab that pencil and paper. Awesome. What was the first sound we heard in wind? Which one? W. And W for W. W. What was the next sound you heard in wind? W. I, I, I. Awesome. And what letter says I, I, I? Which one of these letters makes that sound? I. Awesome, awesome job. What was the next sound we heard in the word wind? Perfect, you heard that blend too? Great job. And what letters says N and D? Now that we've written out our word, we need to take the time to sound it out and make sure that we have written that word correctly. Wind. Awesome job. Give yourselves a pat on the back. All right, so we're going to be moving on to our next routine, which is sound and say words. We're going to use the sounds that, sound and say words, that's right. So we're going to use the sounds that we already know to sound out words and read them. So these are sound and say words. I'm not going to say all of them. We're just going to pick a few, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. So we will look at the word, we will have at our snakes, and we will sound it out as Miss Harris point to each sound. W, I, G, wig. And as you're sounding out that word, I will be touching each word. W, I, G, wig. Perfect. All righty, let's go. Starting with this word right here, snakes out. Correct. Gum. I see a ST. We know ST says what sound? Awesome. Let's go. Thinking for a second. Still. Awesome. We're going to go right here. Let's sound it out. Thinking about it. What word? Fast. Awesome, awesome job. Good job with your sound and say words. All right, it is now time for our look and say words. I'm going to adjust my camera just a little bit. Move some things over. Wrong way, wrong way. Oh, we're making it. We're making it. There we go. Beautiful. Almost beautiful. There we go. All righty. So for our look and say words, I'm going to say the word first, and then you're going to say the word. My turn. Your, good, put, into, by yourselves. Awesome, awesome job. Next line, very, are, happy, your turn. Last line, into, with, good, from. Your turn. Awesome, awesome job. So now it is time for us to read our sentences together. So Ms. Harris is going to move some things around her table. And while I'm doing this, I would like to practice some strategies, such as sounding out the words and making sure that when you do sound out a word, that you go back and you reread the sentence to make sure that you understand what the sentence was saying. And we're also going to look for some of our letter sounds. So I'm going to bring this here. Uh-oh, sorry. Eventually, this will get better, my friends. And can I do it this way? No, not that way. Found it. Practice is going to make perfect, guys. We all have to practice something. This is what Miss Harris has to practice. Great. Awesome. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to go and circle some sounds that we have gone over this week. And so I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, I'm looking for our sound with the CK. So I see it right there. Do y'all see that sound? There we go. Awesome. And I'm going to keep looking. Tell me when you see the sound with the CK. There it goes. CK. Tell me to stop. You got to tell me to stop. Oh, there we go. Good job. Tell me to stop. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so now that we have gone in and we have found all of our sounds, let's read this one time together. Well, I'm going to read it first, and then I'm going to show a strategy and we'll talk about it. 10 little, I don't know what that word is. So the first thing I know I want to do is I'm going to cover up that S so it'll help me sound it out a little bit better. And then I know that CK says k. So, k, duck. ducks. 10 little ducks ran up the hill. They slid in the wet grass. They fell down into a big pit. Smack! We are stuck, they said. Come, come, said Mom Duck. Then 10 little ducks went with Mom Duck. They were happy. Awesome. So read it with me this time, guys. 10 little ducks ran up the hill. They slid in the wet grass. They fell down into a big pit. Smack! We are stuck, they said. Come, come, said Mom Duck. The 10 little ducks went with Mom Duck. They were happy. Awesome. So now I want for you to read this by yourself or practice this with someone who is at home with you. And you can just pause this video to go ahead and read this. Thank you for coming into Phonics, and I hope you have a super awesome day and good job for growing your brains. And before we go, 2 claps and a flare.